There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
My name is Naseem the Dream. I'm a 15-year amateur boxer, giving my views and opinions on everything boxing related. I'm here to give you guys consistent, reliable, unbiased commentary. Boxing is my passion, slaying trolls is my hobby. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte could possibly happen, according to thesun.com. Bob Arum, he said that Tyson Fury, he may vacate his belt to fight Joseph Parker or Andy Ruiz Jr. if the negotiations with Dillian Whyte does not go through. This is not that shocking to me. Tyson Fury has known to be a fighter who does weird things. He doesn't listen to nobody. He tried to duck the rematch with Deontay Wilder. He ducked the immediate rematch with Deontay Wilder for the first fight. And he ducked the rematch with Vladimir Klitschko entirely when he was contractually obligated to fight Vladimir Klitschko for the second time. So I would love to see this fight happen. This is a fight where both fighters have history. Dillian Whyte, he's consistently called out Deontay Wilder, and even though when he had a chance to fight Deontay Wilder, fight Dominic Brazil, he turned that down. He's laughed at Deontay Wilder. When Deontay Wilder lost, he was cracking up. So it would be a very, very interesting, fun fight to see. I think that Dillian Whyte gets brutally knocked out by Deontay Wilder in less than 5 rounds. Deontay Wilder's the better boxer. He's more athletic. He's a bigger fighter. And he has more power than Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has respectable power, but I don't think he has enough power to knock out Deontay Wilder, possibly stun Wilder. But he doesn't have the same weight advantage that Tyson Fury had. Tyson Fury, he was able to lean on Deontay Wilder with a 40-pound weight advantage. He was 278 pounds, and Deontay Wilder was 238, so he had a clear weight advantage. Dillian Whyte is also not that good of a boxer. He has a good jab, but he telegraphs a lot of his shots. He's very slow, and he leaves himself very open to get hit. That's how it's shown in the Vladimir Klitschko fight, my mistake. That was in the Povetkin fight where Alexander Povetkin, he brutally knocked out Dillian Whyte with uppercut. Why? Because Dillian Whyte was getting too wild. Similarly against Anthony Joshua, he caught Dillian Whyte. He started to beat on Dillian Whyte and stop Dillian Whyte. Why? Dillian Whyte is just too wild. He doesn't have the skills to beat a top-level fighter. Yes, he has beaten good opposition throughout his career, like Oscar Rivas, Joseph Parker, but in those fights he struggled, and they weren't easy fights for him to win. And that doesn't give me confidence that he can beat Deontay Wilder. How I see the fight going now, and round by round, I see Deontay Wilder, outboxing Dillian Whyte using his jab, countering with the right hand. I think once Deontay Wilder lands flush with the right hand, Dillian Whyte is definitely going to sleep. Like I said, Dillian Whyte's chin is very weak due to the fact that he got knocked out by a 40-year-old Alexander Povetkin and lost that should have never happened. So, like I said, I see Dillian Whyte just getting brutally knocked out and a highlight reel and possibly a knockout of the year. Deontay Wilder is one of the hardest punchers known to man in the sport of boxing. It's insane that Tyson Fury was able to take all those shots from him and still keep coming forward. We all know Dillian Whyte, like I said, does not have that type of chin. So, like I said, I would love to see this fight happen, though. Both fighters have history against each other. It's a great fight to make. If Deontay Wilder beats Dillian Whyte like I think he does, he gets his belt back and he could potentially fight Alexander Usyk. Why do I say that? Well, I don't think Alexander Usyk is going to fight Tyson Fury without the belt because that's a higher risk fight with a higher risk but a low reward. It would be high risk and high reward if Tyson Fury had the belt. But if he fights Deontay Wilder, that's for undisputed, and whoever wins would become the 7th undisputed champion in history. That's an historic fight to make. So I hope this fight happens, though. Deontay Wilder, I'd definitely love to see him come back. He's a great fighter. He had a great career. And, even though he said he had to retire, I think he still has a lot more to prove in the sport of boxing. But this is my take on it, though. But to wrap this up, this is Naseem the Dream. Rocking chairs next to sleep. Aha, shout another one. Peace.